So I did a reading on how we got here and kind of how the timeline plays out in short term and how it plays out over the next 4 years. So let's get into it. The short term of what happens now that Donald Trump's in office is a bunch of culmination things in 4 year timeline. But the short summary of it is there's going to be someone significant that passes away. There's going to be a significant death. And the women are going to start talking more and coming together, communicating. There's going to be a line of communication with these women. And after this significant death happens, that's when we hit that Wheel of Fortune. If you watch my previous readings about Donald Trump taking office, and when it hits the Wheel of Fortune, this is where we see the tides turn. This is where we start coming together from both sides. And he reveals himself and everybody that's connected to him. He reveals himself and everybody that's connected to him as the devil, as the bad guy. And I will say that ultimately, at the end of everything, the people that walk away the most abundant, or the women who came together, because it's going to be women that save the world. Let me just put that out there for you. It's going to be women that save the world, okay? Now let's break this down into 4 years, okay? He just got into office. Very first card for year one, he's making up all kinds of laws. He's changing everything around. He's changing our country around. If you look at the card and you're an actual card reader and you know what the Nine of Swords is, and you can kind of culmination with we're exactly where we should be. It's this is present. This is year one. This is present. So we have him changing everything up, making his own constitution, guys. This is Project 2025 right there. Swear to you. But it's going to come with a lot of judgment. It's going to come with a lot of judgment from his supporters, not just us, not just the world, not just other countries, not our allies, not the people being persecuted, but everybody. There's going to be a lot of judgment here. And they're going to realize towards the end of the year, or maybe even 6 months into the year, that we've all been played for the fool. Not everybody that already knew, but the people that are going to be awakening. The people that when, as he's revealing himself, as judgments are passed, that they've been played for a fool. But there's still the women in the background. There's still women in the background cooking it up. They're cooking together a plan. Okay? This is where we roll in to year two. Or maybe right before year two, but we're rolling into year two. And that's where you can see both sides of the same coin. Equals. Coming together. That's when we're slowly starting to come together. And that's what's going to spark that war I've been telling y'all about. Because a lot of people are going to be awakening. There's going to be a mass awakening. This is the star. There's going to be a mass awakening among the people. And I think that's going to be when everything starts to put, like there's going to be one final nail in the coffin, like one more move he shouldn't have pulled, where the rest of his fan base or the rest of his supporters who aren't thinking the same and wanting the same things as, Musk and everyone else, that's going to be it for them. They're going to walk away. Then we roll into the third year, okay? This is where it gets gritty in year three, because we've survived the first 2 rough years, right? This is where we start seeing the tides of change. We start seeing the cups kind of getting a lot fuller. We have a new person that comes in to take control or take power, or maybe it's us sending him out and the rest of them out. But I know that somewhere in the third year, we start cutting away everything that's been done. We start cutting all that red away, all that hate away, all that separation we had from each other away, all the propaganda. The people start cutting it all away, and we start flourishing. We start collecting everything. We change the system as a people. We change the system as a people. Now, in the fourth year, I see 2 different people that could be leaders. I know that the Empress, I've always assumed, for me, has always stood for Kamala. But it may not be Kamala. It may be someone else. It may be AOC. It may be a different woman. But there is some unit of power that comes back into the country that looks like possible military teamed up with a very strong woman, or a very strong woman backed by someone in the military. Or maybe just a strong woman backed by the military. Either way, those 2 cards fell. But in the fourth year, 2028, in 2028, that's when we start to feel healing. That's when we start rebuilding home on love and hope and kindness and the type of world and country that we want to have. And our battle in America, our battle in this country is going to reshape the entire world. People are going to look at us, and they're looking at us right now to see what we're going to do about this. To see if we're going to let history repeat itself. To see if we're just going to let people like that take over land. Every move we make, seen and unseen, is going to change the world at the end of this. Of course, I'll do an updated reading on this in about a month, and I'll see if any of the cards have changed. Follow me, like, follow, share. Keep up with me until TikTok's gone. All of my other links for how to get to me are in my bio. And yeah, we got a rough ride ahead, but I got to be honest, we got this, guys. We got this, because those of us that are on the right side of history, on the right side of the universe, who are already awake and guiding others, we're going to be fine. So make sure that you stay grounded and you stay protected and you be prepared and knowledgeable of what's coming, and also close yourself off to conserve your energy so when it's time, you know you have it to use. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys soon.